I want to bring the example of the virus. I heard about black swan. I compare it more to a gray rhino. Gray rhino, an animal that is there, visible, but people ignore it. They either pretend not to see it or they cannot see it, but it's an event that was there. And this is what really happened in Italy. When we first knew about the Wuhan situation in mid-January, toward the end of the month, we in Italy had all the time to plan both the lockdown, the economic measures, the financial measures, how to discuss with the European Union, with the Central Bank, with the European Commission. We are now, at the end of April, 3 months later, still discussing what to do, what measures to take, whether to use app for contact tracing or not, 3 months later. And while this was a black swan in November, in December, maybe for China, who may not have expected such an outcome, for us in Europe, it was a grey rhino. We had the luck to look into the future just by looking at what was happening in China, in Korea, but we didn't. The grey rhino sitting there, people turning their head away, not wanting to see it. Why? Because of this idea that I see ingrained in many of my colleagues, that is basically this. Whatever China does is wrong. There is possibly nothing that we can learn from China. When we do benchmarking exercises, we probably should not even look at China. We should not even ask, let alone the questions. And this is really one of the most serious problems that we are facing in our society, because that is mixed with the psychological problem to say that the problem that we have in our own countries is mostly because of our own mistakes. But as in a storytelling, we need to find external reasons. We need to create a monster, which is not us, but someone else, so that we can fight it, we can blame it, we can fight it, and then we can be the hero to solve the problem.